Maybe it's this very auspicious time in our planetary transits. This is the season of double eclipses and once-in-a-lifetime movements and cycles. That could very well be it. Why it's working so well. But I'll share that what I've been doing, I've been seeing results almost immediately. Now, I've been doing some serious work. I won't say not for the faint of heart, but definitely life-altering stuff. I haven't been afraid to make change. I think sometimes that's a thing. I was talking to someone and I said, hey, let's get some Moldavite, shake your shit up. You know it's for the best, highest good. And they said, yeah, but I don't want to change. So there's that. See, I had nowhere to go but up. So I threw balls to the wall and said, fuck it, let's go. Now, if you've watched any of my previous videos, you know I did a lot of protections before I started any of this work. Not that I was looking to do protections, but I was looking to get started, and I was guided to start there. But now that all that's out the way, I've moved on to working with the higher lights, the archangels. And while working with these angles, speaking in Latin, not English, but anyway, tickle myself. Anyway, I've done the more mundane rituals. I haven't gone straight to, what in the hell is this squirrel doing? This squirrel is doing some sort of commando crawl. Anyway, love the nature I'm in. So, I've been doing the mundane rituals because that's where Mr. Brand of the Gallery of Magic, of Damon Brand, of the Archangels of Magic book, has I think that was a mating call. Okay. Mind my business. Said that you'll see, or that's where you will start to need the change, to make the change, to elevate to where you want to go. So I said, hey, let me take it from the master. I spent all this time formulating and fiddling and figuring out who and what and why and where and how I wanted to do what I wanted to do. And it turns out that I didn't do any of that. Oh my God, the gnats. They're trying to eat me. I love the nature, but the nature be trying to take me out. So I'll give the gnats a little incense bath so they can get the hell away from me. Alright, go away, gnats. Sound like a Platobian. Go away, Nats. You're not wanted around here. Okay, so, the mundane rituals. Where was I? Ah, yes. So, I formulated all this stuff. Okay, I want to do this, because of this, and that, and that, and that, and this person and that person, and that'll be better this way. And so I spent all this time making a damn worksheet. And what I wound up doing, when I was ready to do it, I was brought to my vision board and the advanced ladders. I think I did a video on that already. If not, I'll jump back in. And then I said, okay, now what do I want to hone in on? So I started, not the damn fucking lawnmower. Alright, I will pause. Anyway, first of all, on the timer I paused at 6:16:66. Okay, just pointing that out. I was trying to wait for this mower to go, but they seem to be mowing this half of the United States. Anywho, the mundane rituals. The mundane rituals are more like clarity rituals. I did I don't think he calls it procrastination. I think he calls it like a persistence ritual, but it's to combat procrastination. I did like creating beauty within myself, I don't think I did in my environment yet, but as I started to create beauty around myself, I noticed that my environment was a little lackluster. Which magic to use? You know, all these are little miniature rituals that help you cultivate a life, right? So then from there, you know, they say listen out, meditate. I'm not that great at meditating. My meditating is like meditating in movement. Okay, procrastinating. So maybe the next day or 2 days later, I find myself working out. That's something I have been procrastinating about. Oh my God, I saw results. I feel good about it. I could be procrastinating on documents that I have to complete. These are all things that are going to push me forward into the life that I want and the stability that I'm creating, blah, 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 blah. So that was a great help to me, right? Where was I going with the procrastinating thing? Oh, so I start, in movement, I start to get realizations. So, you know, while working out, it'll lead me to thoughts and, you know, things will arise through there. So, where I won't necessarily get my aha moments or my messages, rather through sitting in one still position and trying to like look for something. That's not how it comes to me. So I wound up doing some scripting, right? Just sticking a pin in in October, before I got into all this jazz that I'm in right now, I started seeing so many numeric synchronicities to the point where, okay, I gotta write all this shit down. Like, I'm writing down these codes. I don't know what it means. Like, the way I'm writing synchronicities, if anybody looked in my notebook, they would see just a bunch of numbers and it would look like I was a fucking head case. But I was like, I'm gonna make some sense of this shit. And I couldn't make any sense of it. You know, like, okay, I got my angel numbers, meanings, definitions down, packed into my personal mainframe. Like, I know what every angel number means. If I see any set of numbers, it could be random. I could read each and every number and come up with a story about it. That's how tapped with the angel numbers I am. Okay, fine. Not the only way I get synchronicities, but it was like, what the fuck? Every time I looked at a clock, it was like a string of fives, or a string of threes, a string of ones, 27, 27, 27, like 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. You know, it's like, golly, what are you trying to tell me? But I don't see them anymore like that, and it led me here. But before I got here, I did some scripting in between those angel numbers, and in the scripting, it said something about command, and you will receive. Like, create the command, you will receive. Like, enter the code that you want, and you will get the result. That's kind of where I am now, and I was like, well, who do I command? How do I command? And then I ran into a video from a tuber I haven't seen in forever. He led me to a book. The book led me here. Right? That's how it works. So, again, recently, I did some scripting. And it said, follow your highest truth, right? Now, in doing that beauty ritual, finding beauty, embodying beauty, like, I've been coming out. I have left a place where my beauty diminished, and I got into a mode of, like, wearing a uniform and functioning through my days. Uniform, function, powering through whatever I had to power through to get shit done. And my beauty didn't take precedent anymore, where before a lot of my identity and I don't want to say self-worth, but I'm in the beauty industry, not as like makeup, but as in style. So a lot of my style fell into the value of how I present myself. I don't know if value is the right word, but I was wrapped into my style and the way it made me feel and my mojo and all those things, like, was wrapped around how I presented myself. My residual self-image was stylish, and I dropped every inch of my style. So I did I don't know if it's invoke. Anyway, I did the ritual to, I guess, invoke beauty and style and, grace back into my mainframe because I felt lost without it. So in following the highest good, getting the download, following my highest truth, I bought some clothes, right? And my old self would have felt guilty because I could have dedicated those funds towards other shit. And I literally did rituals for money, for clothing, for beauty. And I struggled with making that purchase, but what I sat with was, will I regret it if I don't purchase these items that will make me feel stylish, that will make me feel good? So I went with it. And these are the little, maybe I can go back out. Okay. These are the little, I don't feel like I can go back out. I'm doing a weed whacker now. These are the little differences that will pop up when you do these small rituals. They will, if you know how to manipulate them, they will give you the lift to get to where you want to go. And sometimes it's just the little things that we need. How I'm saying Damon like we're on, first name basis, but how Damon presents to do this is start with these things to help alter who you are, and then go into the bigger things. And by way of, get out, fly. God, I can't just live in nature right there. Okay. Alright. But by doing the little things, when you do the bigger things, you have a foundation to be present. Because I have done rituals to obtain money, and I've obtained good money. I said it before, like I did a ritual with Ryan Cropper. I didn't know that he was on Magick like that, but it was like, get the life that you want and change your life, da-da-da-da. Okay, pressing pause. Okay, anyway, so it was like, obtain the life that you want in 7 days, and I was like, okay. And I followed him a lot, and, he's like a metaphysical guy. He does the ayahuascas, and he does astral projection, and then, when I got in there, he was like, okay, it's a ritual. And I was like, oh, shit, okay, let's go. And I did it, and I got $10,000. Woo! Now, oh my God, these fucking lawnmowers. Yeah, so, I keep on pressing pause, so it's going to be a little choppy. But I got 10 racks, but I blew it all, right? So, for me, I'm going to find the one, or the ritual that coincides with have a plan, which is one that I'm going to do this morning. for a separate reason, or if I can find something that relates to, wisdom or frugality or investing, that's what in the fuck. Hey, okay, so, that's where I'm going to start directing myself. Now, boom. One more thing before I close out. So I did the ladders ritual. Tied into my vision board. I didn't feel or see anything for a couple days. Now, you trust, you let go, you know it's working. And I was like, okay, I guess I'll move on with the smaller ones. And, work my way around. And, let them do their thing. I'm doing my thing. We're all doing our thing. And, we meet in the middle, sort of thing. 2 days later, I don't know what it is. I'm scrolling on TikTok. And this chick is like, she's running her game, selling her ebook and materials on how to do this and how to do that. And I'm like, I know how to do that. I know how to do this. And it sparked exactly what I needed to do to lay out my shit to get to where I want to go. And I said, oh shit. Now this is all stuff that I've already done for somebody else, so I am a G at it. And I'm like, oh shit. And this is all stuff that in my head and in my heart I wanted to do, but you get clouded by your everyday. There's the veil of the day-to-day, everyday life. And you get clouded by the ins and outs of it. 22:11 on the timer. 22 is creation, which leads to 4, which is work. And 11 is the portal. Okay. So, it directed me to exactly what I needed to do to clean up and get to where I wanted to go, which is where I know where I'm going. And I'm in the long game of this shit. I'm not rushing. I want to go where I'm going, and I want to get there. And it doesn't have to be a long game if I use the right 1, 2, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not what I find most people, or even my early self, when dabbling and dibbling in this sort of world. I'm not rushing for, the cash will blow if you don't have the mind. All the little things that you want won't sustain. So, the wisdom imparted in these things is deep. I may do a wisdom one as well. But anyway, I'm out of here. Thanks for listening to my jibber jabs. I hope it helps. Adios.